Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Sunday service for St. Bridget Spiritualist Church for, it's already February 18th. And this is Family Day. I guess tomorrow would be Family Day in, I believe it's most of Canada now. So this is the opportunity to spend some time with either your family that you live with or family that you've chosen. So, sorry, just a little bit late this morning. I just want to open with the opening prayer, and I am Reverend Kim Taylor, and I will be doing service today. If you are seeing this on a replay, please note that there's a replay comment. We really appreciate any comments that you can give us, and I'll start with the opening prayer. I call upon the light of the source to stream into the world, to open the minds and hearts of all. Let the light descend. Allow the plan of light and love to unfold. I will do thy will for the highest good of all. From spirit, through spirit, to spirit. I call upon my guides, guardians, and loved ones from the highest realms to support me in this time of learning and growth. Amen. And as spiritualists, we have the following principles. A divine source recognized as God, the unity of all life, communication, guidance, and healing from the spirit world, the continuance existence of the spirit, personal responsibility for every thought, word, and action, reward and consequence for all deeds according to God's natural laws, and eternal progress is open to every spirit, and freedom of interpretation of the 7 principles is acknowledged. And that's very important. Whether you, a lot of people, God sits with them as what they, as what they feel. Others have creator. We have divine source. Anything, if one of those terms does not resonate with you deep in your heart, please, you can choose it to be whatever you feel is, whatever resonates with you. So then I'm just going to, what we're going to do is I'm going to do a healing portion. So if you want to put in any initials of anyone that you would like to send healing to today, you just put them in the comment box. And it doesn't matter if it's now or the replay. If you can just put in the initials, please don't put any other identifiers for privacy for people. And so if you just want to do that, I'll do the healing prayer and then I'll put you through the meditation. We ask the great unseen healing force to remove all obstructions from our mind and body and to restore us to perfect health. We ask this in all sincerity and honesty, and we will do our part. We ask this great unseen healing force to help both present and absent ones who are in need of help and to restore them to perfect health. We put our trust in the love and the power of God. Amen. All right. So if you just want to put those initials in there. And please, don't forget, you need healing as well. This is a thing we all do for other people, but we don't think of ourselves. And it's just very, very important that you think that you yourself needs to have healing as well. None of us are perfect, and none of us are, have everything encompassed. So please don't feel that it's selfish to be asking for help or healing for yourself, because it's not. All right, so if you just want to get comfortable in your seats. All right, and take a deep breath. Deep breath in, filling yourself with love, kindness, all beautiful things that you can imagine. And breathe out any negativity, any resentments, all those bad things that you may have heard over the last while. Breathe that all out. Take another deep breath in and breathe out. Take one last deep breath in. Just feeling yourself all full of love. And breathe out. All right. Now, I want you to imagine, or you'll see that beautiful light above your head. The lights in here always look like a light above my head. This beautiful light above your head. And this light is so beautiful and bright. And it's warm. Now, imagine the top of your head opening like a beautiful flower to the sun. The beautiful light enters the crown of your head, down past your eyes, so you see beauty and kindness and love. Down back of your neck. It goes past your lips, so you speak kindness, love. Down into your shoulders, into your arms, and into the tips of your fingers. Now this beautiful light will enter into your torso, and it'll swirl around, filling your body full of love, light, warmth, all things beautiful and loving. Squeezing out any negativity, resentments, anything that you've been holding that does not serve you. And imagine this beautiful light giving just an extra special little hug to any of your organs that require it today. Now this beautiful light will enter into your hips, down your thighs, into your calves, into your feet, and to the tips of your toes. Now this beautiful light will go down through the dirt and the rocks and the tree roots, all the way down till it finds a beautiful boulder. Once it finds a beautiful boulder, this beautiful light will wrap itself around, ever making a secure anchor. Once the anchor is secure, this beautiful light will come back up and twist and turn, ever securing, all the way back up through the tree roots, the rocks, and the dirt, all the way up to the bottoms of your feet. Now, you are held within the light. You're surrounded by the light. You are the light. All right, as we were saying, let's first please ask for a healing for yourself, a spiritual healing. And then let's ask Spirit for any other type of healing that you may require today, whether that's physical, mental, emotional, anything that you feel that you require healing for today. Now let's send this beautiful healing all out to our families, to our friends, out to our neighbors. Let's send this out across our community, through our province, across our country, and out to anyone across the world who's open to a healing today. As always, let's please send out a special healing to those who are missing loved ones who have either crossed or who have become absent. And let's send a healing out to those who have been abused. That's whether any life form, whether it's human, animals, anything that is being abused. And let's send out healing to the abusers so that they can see the light, so they can see their ways. And let's send a healing out to those who have recently lost a loved one, or I don't like to say lost because you haven't really lost them, but to those who have had someone close who's crossed over, especially to those who recently lost someone, when they struggle through these first milestones, events, holidays, and days, even hours. And let's send out a healing to anyone else who feels alone and feels that there's no one with them, so that they can feel our love and the love that surrounds them and filling them with light. All right. Let's thank Spirit for this healing today, and let's hold this with us for the remainder of our day, our week. Let's just ask Spirit to stay with us and with those who require a healing. All right, so today, as I said before, this is our Family Day weekend service, so that's why you see us here, or see me here, opposed to at the church. We'd like to do this on the long weekends, and just so that everybody, if you have things to do, you can get out, nobody's rushing around. There was a few things that, this week has a few, it's Valentine's Day, so people are, wanting to, acknowledge the person or people that they love. And Valentine's Day is very, very much made, as like a romantic love. But, that's not what it has to be, all right? So too many people just focus on that. And I like to focus on the fact that it's just, a reminder to love. Spiritualism very much, and is, it revolves around love. It revolves around, the personal responsibility for every thought, word, and action. Continuous existence of the Spirit. You're giving that love that you're sharing with the world, you're sharing with the people that surround you, and it's just that love. That's what life is. That's what sustains us. That's what our spirit is. Our spirit is love, and we have lessons when we're learning about this love. And I know I've talked about this before, but one of my children is, well, I guess all my children, they all struggle a little with connections. And if those of you know me, you know the reasons. But I want to talk about, in particular, this love. And it's also Random Act of Kindness Week. So I don't know why we need a week to have it, because I think you should just do random acts of kindness anytime. Because to me, that's the ultimate love. Because you're doing a random thing to show love to someone you don't know, and you don't know the power that that's going to have on that person on that day. That person could be having a day where they, feel like they mean nothing. No one's there, no one's watching, or no one's there for them. And you could do something, a smile, opening up a door, just a hello. A lot of people do it by, buying someone coffee in the lineup at the Tim Hortons or whatever, whatever that is. And the best part of that would be is when you do that without the expectation of something back. To me, that's one of the ultimate offerings of love, because you are doing something for someone else. But you hang on to that, and really, when you've done something for someone else and no one else knows you've done it, don't you feel good? Don't you feel good? Don't you feel that in your heart that, I did this, and I really hope they have a good day, and you have no expectations. To me, that's the best. You don't need to go and, say to, have it out in the world, like, oh, this is what I did today. Because that's not what that's about. It's about doing something, out of love, out of just kindness. And in return, to me, that is the ultimate. It is a bit selfish, because then you yourself feel good. But I just want to talk about my daughter. I always worry about them making friends. And a lot of times I hear about how they don't have anybody that plays with them, or, and it hasn't changed much over the years. People are mean. Kids say things that are not great. Make accusations, and as a mother, this is like so hard. So when she was invited to her first birthday party, she was just ending grade 1, and it was the first year here, and I RSVP'd, and the mother was just ecstatic that she could come. And I thought, oh, well, this is over the top. Okay, well, is this what it's like? Because it was the first time I, as a mother, had a child invited to a birthday party. And when I went to go pick her up, she was just having the best time, She was laughing, she was giggling. And, I was just so happy. And I went and I said, oh, are you having fun? She's like, I'm having the best day. And I thought, oh, that's great. I'm glad you're out. You're having, like, I don't know, as an adult, best day you could have a Chuck E. Cheese. I'm sure that's okay. Scary mascots and cardboard pizza, but the children love it. So that's the best, I guess. But the child whose birthday party came up to me and said, she was just phenomenal today. And I thought, oh, okay, well, that's pretty intense. And I just said, did she use her manners? And he said, oh, yes. She did. And I thought, okay, again, this was the first time that I've ever done that, had this happen. So a little bit over, he came up to me and told me how amazing she was. And that's when I found out that he had challenges. He was, he's neurodiverse, and very much struggles with friendships or keeping connections. And that's when he told me, since the beginning of that school year, whenever his child would wander away, she would go and find him and, would grab his hand and bring him back. And when he'd have a meltdown, she would go over there and just sit down and just give him a hug. Just give him a hug, and he would calm right down. And the child's father said, that had happened that day. When you think of someone with sensory issues, and you're at, a place like Chuck E. Cheese, that's a lot. That's a lot of lights. That's a lot of things. So, there's bound to be meltdowns happening there for many children. And he said that, that had happened that day. Nobody else could calm him down, not his parents, not anybody else. She just went over and calmed him down. And so I went and I asked her about this. I said, I heard that this is what you do. And said, I'm so proud that you've taken that you do this, that you help this child. And she says, well, I said, I hear you go and give him hugs, when he's struggling. And she says, yeah, I do. And it's always so funny because I've talked about this before, but she says, just such a matter of fact, yes, I do, except for in math. I can't do that in math. So I'm assuming the math teacher said, let's not be doing that. So that's when I looked up the benefits of hugs. So research shows that hugging is extremely effective at healing loneliness, depression, anxiety, and stress. And the nurturing touch of a hug builds trust and a sense of safety. And that's exactly what she was doing. She was saying, hey, I got you. I'm here. It's safe. You're loved. And she showed me that despite her rough start in life, with really no idea what love is, because she was never afforded that attachment, her spirit still knows love. No judgment, just love. And love and touch is healing. Love is absolutely healing. And to me, the beautifulness of this is just amazing. And how many times have you felt that you needed something? Even if I'm not always fond of physical touch. Some days it's other days, yeah, I absolutely would love a hug. So, with it being Random Act of Kindness, with it being, this week of love and sharing, I say, what if we lived our lives like a 7-year-old girl that sees someone who needs a friend, that she shares her light. When someone needs a reassurance or a comfort, you give a hug. And how beautiful would our world be if we just shared these things freely? Didn't make anybody feel awkward or less than because they needed it. And like I said, she said you can't do it in math class, so probably shouldn't be doing it in certain places that might be a little bit different. But I think it's we need to learn to think about, when was the last time we shared our kindness? When's the last time we shared our love? When's the last time we shared our light with someone? Just to share it. Not for the accolades, not for the, Facebook posts that, oh, I did this today. No, to do it for our own core, for our own heart. And so, as always with this, I always say, I challenge everyone to set aside the fear of judgment. And if you see someone who's struggling, a little down or not feeling well, ask them, can I give you a hug? Or, if you're not a touchy person, or that they're not a touchy person, maybe grab them a coffee, or say, offer them a sympathetic ear, or even just say, how can I support you? How can I support you? Please tell me what I need to do to make, to have you feel supported. And even just sit there with no words and just let them know that they're not alone and share your love. That's it. That's all we need to do. People just need to know that they are not alone. That, remind them that we are here for each other, and that, there's nothing better than feeling the love from another human, or your pet. Like, all the love that you have with your pet is absolutely amazing, right? If you have a pet or something, that love that you share, that unconditional, that feeling of just knowing that it's being given and it's being accepted. So I do challenge you, please, for this week. I do like to sometimes give on these online things, just a little bit of a reminder and a challenge for your next week. So if you want to share that with someone, or, just do it, and do it for yourself. Do it for yourself, because once you've gone out and shown somebody that they're not alone, then you start to feel a little less alone. Because I think a lot of us do these days. Everybody's kind of more out to trying to better or do whatever, and there's so many things in the media, like whether it's social media or anything, it's just absolutely, we're bombarded by negativity, and whatever you can do to make that go away is absolutely, you have to do it. So that's all I wanted to talk about today. So I wanted to let you all, just remind you, on this Saturday, February 24th, 7 o'clock, we have Evening with Spirit. It will be Reverend Richard, myself, and Joanne Wilson, spiritual medium, who is just, she's wonderful. We love having her. And if you haven't seen Joanne work, please, come check her out. She's got a different style, and it's always very beautiful to watch Joanne work. And you very much, I can tell you from working with her as well as watching her, she definitely, she's working with love, and it's great. As well, March 2nd, so that's coming up so fast. March 2nd, we are doing an afternoon tea, so it's noon to 4. So, but this time it's a little bit different. We're not going to have any vendors. We're going to have some more healers. So, we're going to add healers. We're going to have readers. So whether that's tarot or mediumship, we'll have those readers, and then like I said, we'll have the spiritual trance healing, and we've added more healers. So that's great. So those of you who all came, before we just had Richard healing, and the poor guy was filled up right away, and a lot of people just felt that they were missing out on that. So that is March 2nd, which is a Saturday. So please show up, support. Reminder that we don't take advance bookings. This just in fairness, we just, if you can, stop by, try to get in. If you can't get in right away, book your time with whoever you want the reading with, and go from there. What else do we got going on? We also have March, this month, the weekend of St. Patrick's Day, March 17th. I don't have the date exactly, if it's 17th and 18th, but we have Reverend Jill doing a tarot workshop. She's only got, I think, a couple of spots left. So if you want to do that workshop, please sign up, get your deposit down or whatever. She's got a maximum to make sure that everybody is supported. And so if this is something you want to do, get booked in. And then April, the weekend of April, I'm just going to do this for sure. 20th and 21st, Reverend Richard with the lovely Debbie assisting him is going to be doing a psychic development workshop. That one's filling up fast, so please get your names in, get your deposits down so that you have a spot, and really look forward to hearing from you and seeing you. It's quite, we always just really love these events. As well, we have St. Bridget's Pantry, and we have We have been talking about we still haven't, getting the box or something. So if people want to start bringing physical, non-perishable items again, we can do that and put it in the actual pantry. But we do have some amazing donors who have provided us with gift cards in the $25 denomination is what we ask for if you are in a position to donate. $25 denomination for either Superstore or Walmart, so that they can get more for that amount. And if you need the assistance, please don't be nervous, shy, or anything. Just please let us know. Everybody struggles, and there's no judgment. It's only love. That's all we're doing. No one should really feel alone. And if you need something, please just reach out to St. Bridget's, and we will do what we can to accommodate and try to make arrangements so that we can get you some gift cards. So that is it for today. I really do hope that whether you have chosen family or your family, if you can just acknowledge and share your love with them this weekend, I guess, or always. But let's just put out love to everybody, because really, honestly, we're all in this together, and we really are all family. And especially St. Bridget's, I just want to say we have just built the most beautiful community that is just there. I can't even, Reverend Richard or Reverend Jill or Reverend Bobby probably tell you, or other people there, just how much love you can feel when we all get together, when we're at service and we're all sharing our, just sharing with like-minded people. You don't feel judged. You just can really feel supported, and that's probably one of my most favorite things about St. Bridget's, and that I personally am very proud of, that we've built that. So before I let you go for the day, here's for the closing prayer. As we depart, we ask for the love and the light to stream forth from our work here tonight. May it heal and support those that are in need. May we return to our earthly journey and always endeavor to strive towards our highest good. We wish to thank our guides, guardians, and loved ones that have supported us in our growth. Till next we meet, may your path always be lit by the light. Amen. All right, everybody, you get out there, you share your love however you got to do it, or however you want to do it, and know you're loved, and sending love out to all of you. And we will see you next week. For those of you who can make it in person, we'll see you at the church. And those of you who can't, you'll probably see one of us, unless it's Reverend Richard. We'll get him working on this, though. He has to understand this is the same thing as when he does live. So he knows how to do it. He just needs to figure out how to do it at the church. So we will see you next week, and have a great week, and take care.